Hi everyone, my name is Rishit. Today is the 29th of December 2025, and as usual, I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Tesla. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review the last prediction and go over this one in more detail. But before getting into the video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style, since you may not be with mine. So with that out of the way, let's get into this video. So we can see in the monthly charts that Tesla's had sort of a very rough past few years. We see that recently though, it's been generally on an uptrend, minus this one candle, it's been on a pretty steady uptrend the entire time. However, what is concerning is that the volume is declining, although the RSI is confirming this movement. So a lot of mixed signals coming from these monthly charts. And it's also nearing the top Bollinger Band, which can be a signal, although there's nothing in the indicators yet. Now, here's where it gets interesting. We can see here that this is forming a sort of, not even a wedge, kind of like a symmetrical triangle, or it's a triangle pattern, and it's all converging here. We see this resistance line here at 488.98, and these two lines, they all sort of intersect around the same area. So this next few candles will be very interesting to see where this pattern sort of goes. And we see there is this sort of longer overarching trend line here that even if it does reverse, we expect to touch back to. So yeah, and this decline was on low volume, so it's not necessarily concerning. However, depending, it is sort of a piercing line pattern, or a dark cloud cover pattern, so it could be negative, right? So then let's move to the daily charts. Here again, we see sort of a similar pattern. We have this stagnation, coming off of a very low volume week, generally speaking, sort of declining volumes throughout the week. And this is largely because of Christmas. Again, we might have some sort of an indication here that RSI is signaling, but this is too short term to say anything. So yeah, again, at the end of the day, we're just going to have to wait and see what the market chooses to do. Now, going into the Excel sheet, we'll buy Tesla when it crosses 488.98 and sell if it falls below 469.9 with a target of 2% and a trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither are hit, then we will close on Friday. The weekly trend currently is a little neutral, whereas the monthly trend is bullish. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.